Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Beth the Chef. So I hope everyone enjoyed their cream teas and I certainly hope that jam was fast. And let's get on with the next episode. So today we are going to make the ultimate fish finger sandwich. Now this is a Blackpool and a Cornwall fusion in a way. Both Blackpool and Cornwall are very famous for their fish and chips. And I would say there are more fish and chip restaurants in Blackpool than the hairs on my head. So we've got a lot to pack in today, and without further ado, let's cook. So first up is our most important part of the sandwich, the bread. And here for our classic white loaf, we have 375 grams of strong white flour, a 7-gram sachet of fast action dried yeast, 1 teaspoon of salt, and 235 ml of lukewarm water. I've just got this one from the tap. It needs to be room temperature to help the proving. So first of all, with your flour in a bowl, either sides add the yeast and the salt. Yeast one side, salt the other. Now you must make sure that it's side to side and it's not touching, because the salt can kill the yeast when it proves and you won't get a lovely loaf of bread. So now I'm just going to add the water. There we go. And bring it together, knead for 10 minutes. There we are, just bring it together with your fingers. That's it. Getting there now. Now, you feel free to use a mixer if you want on a medium speed, but I always prefer to use my hands because you get to feel the dough and you can feel the ingredients you're using with. You can also not only see it a bit better, but feel the stretchiness. Feel the dough getting stretchier. And you can also judge what flour is needed to incorporate. Judge your consistency of the dough. You can feel it stretching further each time. So when your dough is ready and the consistency you would like, you need to get a fresh clean bowl and a little bit of oil. And what we do to help with the moisture in the bread when proving, moisture in the bread. With a brush, we just oil the bowl. And your dough just goes in. Cling film. go. And well, you can either use cling film or a damp cloth really, but cling film covers the surface better. You can use the edge of the bowl so you don't get any holes emerging. And it just goes into a dark and a cool place. Preferably 2 hours, 1.5, 2 hours. Here we are, so now that our bread is all proven, and this is after an hour and a half proving. We're going to transfer to our tin and then in the oven. So it goes in the oven at 200 degrees for the first 15 minutes. And then for the next 30 minutes at 170 degrees. So here we are, here's our bread. Nice crust on it. And if you turn it over, looking for a nice hollow base. So we'll leave this to cool down, and as it's cooling down, we'll crack on with the tartar sauce. So the heart of the tartar sauce is the mayonnaise, and today is the day you will learn how to make mayonnaise. Now don't be put off by those awful rumours about split mayonnaise and it being tricky, because it really isn't. All you need is patience and trust in yourself. So first we gather our ingredients, and in a bowl we've got 2 egg yolks. We'll keep the whites to one side because they will be useful for our fish fingers later on. And we've got the juice of 1 lemon. Again, we left the zest to one side because that will come in handy for very later on. A tablespoon of Dijon mustard. And 250 ml of oil. This is just vegetable oil. And now this is the bit where we trust ourselves and we trust the ingredients. And it's also where the science comes in. So first of all, we will add our mustard with the egg yolks. There we go. And we're just going to mix it up. Now the key here is to keep mixing. If you've got any kids at home, tell them to bugger off. Tell them you're busy making mayonnaise. Yeah. Now we slowly add the oil. Bit by bit. Yes, I feel like dancing helps. Dancing makes everything better. you have to use your eyes. Every time you add a bit of oil, you are looking for it to be incorporated. You're looking for where your mix looked originally. And as you can see, the egg yolks are also starting to get a little paler in colour. And this process is called emulsifying. There's not much difference really between emulsions and mayonnaise. From what I've gathered, to be honest, it's just either lemon juice or white wine vinegar. It's the difference between a mayonnaise and an emulsion. Both of them, you're emulsifying the egg yolks with the oil. And once you know the basics, like a mayonnaise or an emulsion, that's when your imagination can run wild. You could, who knows, you could do an Asian one with some chili oil or some sesame oil, or you can do herb oils. One of my favourite is basil emulsions because the colour is beautiful. Might do that for another video. Now mayonnaise or emulsion can last about 3 days, but if you vat pack it, it can last 5 days, maybe even a week. I would probably recommend viewing this stage before you actually start it, unless you're a great multitasker. that. Magic. And a lot of elbow grease. Voila, mayonnaise. So here are our elements for the tartar sauce. Obviously we've got our lovely mayonnaise. We've got our lemon juice. Just over a tablespoon of diced onions. Or if it's easier, this is about a third of an onion. Some drained capers, drained and chopped capers. And this is a good small handful, just over a tablespoon. A good bit of diced and drained pickles or gherkins, but I have gone for the cornichons because I always find them sweeter in taste. And a little bit of dill. And dice it however fine you want, but I usually prefer quite a chunky tartar sauce. It adds a bit more of a bite to your sandwich. So our next stage is to just incorporate all these ingredients. We are mix it in now, and our tartar sauce is starting to take shape. Not forgetting our lemon zest for extra flavour. Beautiful. There we have it, tartar sauce. So for our fish fingers, I have gone with haddock. And most people prefer haddock to cod due to the taste. Even though cod is harder to overcook, it is also a very flaky fish. These haddock fillets are from the fish counter from Morrison's. I know what you're all thinking, but don't knock it till you try it. There is a great selection of fish there, and fun fact time, 99% of farm seafood is certified to global sustainable standards. So the next step is to fillet our fish and remove the skin for our goujons. So just with a filleting knife, you want to go in at an angle, that side, turn your knife and just gently edge it. Make sure you're getting it clean each time. And this all comes with practice, this does. We are. Should have it clean, both sides. Always prefer the skin off with the fish. The skin just, you get that extra texture, and yeah, you want the fish to be nice and soft. And I'm just going to cut my goujons. Cut that one a bit smaller, just so they fit in this into the sandwich. There we are, just like that. Now we're going to sort the coating out. So this is for our coating for the goujons, and we've got a teaspoon of each. So of salt, table salt, smoked paprika, of garlic granules, of crispy onions. Now you can get these from any supermarket now. And of sugar, caster or granulated is fine. And then the ends of our bread from earlier, which we will just crumb into there. Just flake it off like that. Now the idea behind these flavours is tomato ketchup. I looked on the back of tomato ketchup bottle and I thought to incorporate the dry ingredients that go into ketchup as the coating, as you can't really beat a bit of ketchup on your chips, with your fish and chips. So that's the idea behind that one. Here we are, so our breadcrumbs are all ready, and I've just got a pane station set up, which is flour. This is our egg whites from earlier, and as I said, the breadcrumbs. So what you want to do is, we'll get our fish, and you coat each one in flour, and then the whites, nice coating, then into the coating, coat it generously. Yeah, and just like that for each one. Here we are. So we've got our fryer ready to go and on, and it's on 160 degrees at the moment. In go our fish. There's one. Give it a little shake every now and then, just so it doesn't stick to the bottom. And we'll let it fry. Should take about 4 minutes, but always probe if you're not sure. If the probe reads 72 degrees or over, you're good to go. Yep, and that should be off good to go. Okay. Just like that. So here we are, here's all our prep ready for our fish finger sandwich. We've got a slice of our bread, a bit of tartar sauce, some nice fresh gem lettuce, our fish fingers, and finished off with another slice of bread and our tartar sauce. Beautiful. And then we have it. So there's our fish finger sandwich in all its glory. Hope you guys enjoy, and once again comment below, send pictures, ask for help if you have any concerns, and join us next week. Next week we are going to do a Moroccan inspired pork dish. Bon appetit!